My name's Jill Grinstead and I'm currently employed as Director of Sales and Marketing at Forest Holidays. I'm married, no kids, one cat, lots of nieces, nephews and godchildren, and my absolute passion is travelling. I'm a travel addict. I think that we all at an early age are effectively a blank canvas. You're not blank canvas because you've had an education, you've done certain things, you've had certain life experience with your family or with your friends. You might have had Saturday jobs, holiday jobs and everything, which are starting to kind of add colour to your canvas. But assume it is a blank canvas, you've got the power to add any colour, dimension, objects to that canvas that you desire. So you're in charge actually, you can make those decisions.
That's a lovely way of looking at it.
I do think the power of Saturday jobs and holiday jobs, and volunteering jobs, I think all those things are really important because they are all experience, and actually you also learn from these jobs, which may not be your ultimate hunting ground, but you learn from those jobs attributes of that job that you never want to do.
Yeah.
When I studied languages, I spent the third year abroad. I lived in West Berlin, then with the war, most fascinating time. And you go there as a teaching assistant. So one of the things that often graduates do is teach, especially language guys. I very quickly knew I couldn't teach. Okay. So that for me was a learning that actually, I don't want to do that. So I think kind of get exposed to as many job experiences as possible or volunteering experiences because that helps shape your view. I think travelling is another vital thing, that you will learn a lot through travelling. I really do believe that. It's not just about sort of academic learning. I think you learn a lot of stuff by getting in different environments and pushing yourself out there, and that will help shape what you think you want to do.
So you would definitely encourage graduates after university to go and travel if that's...
Oh, I would. I think it's now fine, as long as it's kind of justified to a gap between, jobs 2 and 3 or something. I think I embrace that. I think as long as it looks like a constructive, logical course of action, then, and you only get one life.
This is very...
Enjoy it. I know that headhunters look a lot at, and recruitment agents look a lot at LinkedIn, and I think it's really quite easy now to network on LinkedIn, and also, a lot of individuals belong to groups on LinkedIn, so, accountancy groups or travel industry groups like me. Those sort of things help. So I think you can kind of online network as much as you can personal networking. I think it's useful to go to industry events as much as possible, and it is daunting to go into those things, but actually even if you're daunted by that, you will sit down at some stage to lunch with somebody or end up having a coffee, and then there's a chance to talk, so you don't actually have to kind of zoom yourself into a small group of people talking to each other. That is a kind of unusual thing to want to do, but there will always be chances there. And I think the other thing about physical networking is go with a smile. Look people in the eye and people will talk to you, and it's just a philosophy in life as well. I do some fundraising, and typically in a scenario where we're kind of gathering money in a supermarket or something, I'm typically one of the most successful fundraisers, and I know it's because I smile at everybody and I look them in the eye, and then you've got a relationship with them, and then they feel slightly like they should give you something, but it always works to actually interact with people. So even if you are underconfident, we can all smile and we can all just kind of look somebody in the eye, and you'll get a reaction in a networking setup.
Definitely.
Once you start working in a company, it's likely there will be forums and things that maybe the company will support you going to. And there are, institutes of, my world, there's the Marketing Society and the Institute of Travel Management and all these sorts of things that you can get involved in once you're in a role.
Okay.
But prior to that, you can look online and find these things, and on LinkedIn you can just join these groups. You don't have to have any background at all. You can just kind of click through and become part of this forum. Some of my Avis International colleagues are brilliant at, because I see it the whole time on LinkedIn, at posting, kind of retweeting it kind of is, though it's not a Twitter piece, but they're retweeting something they've read, and then it gets networked out to the LinkedIn community, and therefore they keep a profile up, and there's a particular guy who has a great job at doing that, and so he's always in your mind. So if I ever had a job that I was thinking, I need that skill, he would be in my head.
The best person,